Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Boog, today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set and on the hill here today, Jameson Taillon.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
And now here's the veteran DH, Adam Frazier. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Got him swinging.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Righty to the plate. That one ripped left field. Happ ranging back on it. And that one is out of here. Austin Riley goes deep. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 2-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Matt Olson up to the plate. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. Well struck right field. And off the base of the wall. Corner relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Singy, this guy, Ozzie Albies, he is Mr. Personality. So much flair and that giant smile on the field. Kicks and deals. Line drive, base hit down the line. Here comes Olson around third. And that rolls into the corner. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they lead by 3. in there safely. So one gone with a runner at third. So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation. Hard hit left side. Toss the belt. Out number 2 and another run comes in. Brent Rooker the next to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here's a 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Renfroe in position. And puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 4 and the Cubs coming up. Back here at the friendly confines. Our starting pitcher in this one, Huascar Ynoa.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
We go to the bottom of the first, and down to shortstop, Dansby Swanson. The 2-1. Strike on the inside corner.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least 1 an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
Line drive, base hit, right center field.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Ian Happ up to hit.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swanson on at first, nobody out. The 1-2. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting third, the second baseman.
Here's Nico Horner. And a pitch. Line drive, puts it away for the out. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with the guy.
Now this ball is down and could score a run. To third now, but he's safe as a run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. The 2-1. That's in there.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Couple of singles back to back. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
First and second, one out. Anthony Santander at the plate. 2-1 now. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The right fielder.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. The pitch. There's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And here it comes. Line drive, caught.
Batting eighth, the third baseman,
Max Muncy at the dish.
Muncy.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Well done behind the dish. 2 outs, bases are full. Pitch misses inside. The count now 2-2. Two outs. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. And he's in safely at third as they score a pair on the play.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
So 2 down, and here's the veteran outfielder, Harrison Bader. The pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Taylor coming on. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. And we are tied 4-4. Back here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. Here's Orlando Arcia. In the air out towards right center. Renfroe in position. And there's one away.
Batting up, the right fielder, number
Now
16.
here is Patrick Wisdom. Wisdom, a former first-round pick of the Cardinals back in 2012 from St. Mary's College, same school that produced both Corbin Burns and Tony Gonsolin. And it is 2-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Patrick Wisdom leaves the yard. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 5-4.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Herman Marquez.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 2.
Now in for the Braves, Michael A. Taylor. Singled and scored his first time.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Braves get 1 on the big fly. And the home team down a run. And welcome back. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson. This is a guy who kind of had a target on his back. #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt. People were expecting a whole lot, comparing him to Derek Jeter.
And now it's 1-2. Out to short, Arcia. Not in time, he legs it out.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner on the go. Laser could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. 5-5 now.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. 0 for 1 so far. Runner leads away at second. Down the middle for a strike. And now 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. As a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Base hit, left center field. Happ on his way home. He'll score easily, and it's 6-5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at first with 1 gone. And next for the Cubs, Brandon Belt. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's a swing and a miss. And a ball and 2 strikes. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And up next for Chicago, Anthony Santander. He reached on a walk his first time.
Santander.
The pitch. Next offering is outside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Right-hander kicks, deals. There's the strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Up next for the
Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Smoked into left, base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Austin Riley. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Half balls it in, and there's one away.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's a big power threat. Matt Olson. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And he brings it into the warning track.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He tripled and scored his first time.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. Off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. Ozzie Albies goes yard. His second of the year, and we're all square. It's 6-6.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Sean Murphy. The wide to kick the pitch. That to right. Renfroe makes the play, and it's out number 3. But a run scores in the inning as this solo home run ties things up. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. Welcome back. Here comes Max Muncy.
For the Cubs, the third baseman, Max Muncy.
The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Olson. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Harrison Bader.
Tied up here in the early going. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. Harrison Bader hits one out. His first homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 7-6.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
New pitcher for the Braves, Andrew Heaney. This is his first appearance of the season.
Number 48, Andrew Heaney.
Back to the top of the lineup. Dansby Swanson stands in. Good contact guy, good defender. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And now the lefty. Bounced up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and Swanson is set down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. Next offering is downstairs. Here comes a pitch. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
That's to third. Slings to first. That ends the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Back here at the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker. And a pitch. That's in there. And it's 1-2. Out towards right center field. Renfroe in position. And it's caught for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Flied out his first time. The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Horner settles under this one. 2 down.
Now batter, the right fielder, Patrick Wisdom.
Patrick Wisdom next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this one. Chris, dig this. Patrick Ian Cashel Wisdom. His middle name is Ian Cashel. Ian, Gaelic/Scottish for John, named after his grandfather John at his dad's side. And then Cashel is a little village in Ireland where his mom's family is from. That misses. 3 balls and a strike. He got to visit in 2019, saw the house where they all grew up, about 45 minutes west of Galway, near Roundstone on Cashel Bay. And his daughter Claire has the same middle name, Cashel. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And he deals. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And the inning is over. Braves go down quickly here. Down a run and a tight one. It's 7-6. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. An absolute blast to left. His second of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 8-6.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Zips it across. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
The first baseman, number 19, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. One and two now. To the right side. Albies. Yeah, they get Belt for the out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Anthony.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. The wind and the pitch. Called strike right there. That's out to center field. And it drops in. And that keeps the inning going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a foul ball. And the pitch. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 8-6. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Adam Frazier. 2-1 now.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Fought off foul. Got him. 2 away.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break. Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Kicks and fires. That just misses. 2-1. Smash to the left side. Tosses across the first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Braves 6. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Here's a 1-1. Ripped on a line. Taylor snags it on the run.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The 1-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Touches down. That's a hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away. And he'll pull into second safely.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Dansby Swanson will hit next. Next one is off the plate. Ball 3. Heaney checks the runner. Bader dives back. The 3-1 is on the way. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The left fielder, number 8.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Here's a 1-1. There's a line drive to left field. Could be extra bases. One run across. Arcia with a relay home, but it's offline. He will score. It's 10-6.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Man at second with one away. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. Back to the mound. 2 gone.
The batter, the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Now it's Jansen to hit. One additional thing on Matzik, he was high school teammates with the professor, Kyle Hendricks. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And it's off the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Man at second here with 2 away. And next for the Cubs, Brandon Bell. The 1-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a little roller right side. Olsen takes it himself. They limit the damage here. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 11 and the Braves 6. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, top 6. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Up the middle. Whips it to first. And Olsen is set down.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Ozzie Albies, a young guy that's putting together an impressive resume. Already 2 times an All-Star, twice he's won the silver. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He leaves the yard to right, and they cut into the deficit. It's 11-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. 1-1 now. Slice down the right side. Next pitch is popped up. Bell makes the play. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And next for Atlanta, Brent Rooker. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Comes a 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got it by him for the K. But not before they answer back with a solo home run to the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the DH, Anthony Santander.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a base hit up the middle. So a man on base to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the batter now, Hunter Renfroe. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. Hunter Renfroe hits one out. His first homer of the year. It's 13-7.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now it's Max Muncy. And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Chris, how about the career arc for Tyler Matzik, a guy who was a first-round pick of the Rockies in 2009, battled through the yips, and eventually was a huge part of that Braves bullpen that won it all in 2021. Up the middle. Fires over to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And now Bader up to the plate. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Yeah, and a big moment for Matzik, striking out Albert Pujols and Mookie Betts after inheriting 2 runners in scoring position in Game 6 of the 2021 NLCS.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a 1-2. Tap back up the middle. Throw on to Olsen, and Bader is set down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Dansby.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dansby Swanson. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
So up next, Ian Happ. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Swanson stands at second with 2 gone. Next pitch is outside. Nico Horner waiting to hit for the Cubs. The 3-1. And that's through there for a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Taylor makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. 7th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Ball to strike. Inside, just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And it's even up. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 16, Patrick Wisdom.
Now it's the right fielder, Patrick Wisdom. So now 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now, Adam Frazier. Left-hand batter waits. Lifted in the air, right center field. Renfroe in position. Makes the catch, inning over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Diego Castillo.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Ball to strike. The pitch. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a play, and he's on at first.
Now batting, catcher, Danny Jansen.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Danny Jansen.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Next pitch misses, 3-1.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They keep finding themselves behind in the count, but it really hasn't mattered in this one. 7 of their hits have come in disadvantaged counts, and I think that helps create a mental advantage for these guys.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Horner over at second. Jansen at first with no outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Horner flies around third. He'll score. It's 14-7.
Everything came together for him. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Anthony Santander, the next Cub to hit.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Arcia. That's 1. On to first in time. Double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Hunter Renfroe, the next Cub to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty delivers and delivers outside. 2 outs with a runner at third. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. The Cubbies out in front, 14-7.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. One, 2 now. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. This one in the air right field. Renfroe on his horse. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. Not in time. He's safe.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Here is Matt Olson. Here's a 2-1. Center field. Bader should have it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting, catcher,
Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And now the count filled up 3-2.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back. Here's the 3rd baseman, Max Muncy.
The 3rd baseman, Max Muncy.
And the righty deals. The other way, and he beats the shift.
Up next for the Cubs.
He got a backdoor breaking ball.
fielder,
Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Now, Harrison Bader. Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
2-1.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Muncy gets his lead at first with nobody out. Puts it in the air out towards left center. 1 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Next to hit, Dansby Swanson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special.
Olson makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. One, 2 now. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Murphy throws to first in time. That's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, the Cubs lead this one 14-7. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now the left fielder, Brent Rooker. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-1. Ripped to third. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. And that's just foul. At the belt and fires. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. And that's a little high. Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
14-7 at the end of this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
You